Let's talk about the PGA Tour and how their postseason works with the FedEx Cup playoffs. This week, all eyes will be on the Tour Championship at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, the grand finale of the Tour season, with two of the biggest names in golf, Scottie and Rory holding the top spots in the FedEx Cup standings. You see, the PGA Tour's FedEx Cup regular season runs from January through early August, with events nearly every single week, and this chart shows how many FedEx Cup points each event awards throughout the season. Major events and the players shown here in green offer the most at 750 points, followed by signature events here in blue at 700, and then the rest of the schedule here in red, which ranges from 300 to 500 points for the winner. At the end of the season, the top 70 players in points advance to the playoffs and the FedEx St. Jude Championship. From there, the top 50 move on to the BMW Championship, and then the top 30 from there make it to the Tour Championship. Now, this next chart below tracks the cumulative points for Rory and Scottie, lined up with the events we just saw above, starting with Rory in gray. What you'll notice is McIlroy opened the season scorching hot, winning 3 of his first 6 tournaments. First, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am in February for 700 points, then the Players' Championship in March for another 750, and then his first Masters in April for another 750, finally completing his career Grand Slam. As we complete the line and mark each of his top 10 finishes, Rory ended the season with 3 wins, 8 top 10s, 3 of which were signature events, and 3,444 FedEx Cup points. Now, when we look at Scottie Scheffler, shown in light blue, he took almost the opposite path. His start to the season was a bit slower by his own standards, especially with a delay due to injury, but then he strung together 3 wins in less than a month. The CJ Cup Byron Nelson in red, the PGA Championship in green, and a signature event in the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday in blue. That 28-day run alone delivered 1,950 points, eventually accounting for 40% of his regular season total. He followed it with a win at the Open Championship here in green, and by season's end, he posted a top 10 in 14 of his 17 starts, with 5 of those being high-profile signature events. In the month of May, Scottie overtook Rory for the top spot in the FedEx Cup standings and never looked back, finishing the regular season with 4,806 points, 40% more than Rory and 4.1 times the average of the other 68 players who reached the postseason, each marked with a dot here for their points total. So now we enter the Tour Championship with the 30 best PGA Tour golfers starting on a completely level playing field. Rory, with 3,687 FedEx Cup points, is aiming to finish a career-defining season with the ultimate prize. Meanwhile, Scottie, who is now up to 7,456 points following his win last weekend at the BMW Championship, will attempt to close the deal and place his 2025 campaign along the greatest in history as a back-to-back FedEx Cup champion.